Hi, it's Kim from Paranormally Yours, and today's book review is on A Succubus Guide to Gold Digging by Addison Lockwood. This is a paranormal romantic comedy novel, and it is about Madison Knowles. She is a succubus growing up with a gold digging mother, and this tradition goes back several generations in her family with the women. And Madison doesn't really take to the gold digging job, so she goes off and does her own thing, which doesn't really amount to a whole much. So she basically is just living off of her mother's riches. She's spoiled until her mother suddenly passes, and Madison is kind of thrown for a loop, but on the other hand, she has the security, she thinks, of her mother's estate. You know, her mother has been swindling men ever since she was of age, so she has a lot. She has a lot of money, she has a lot of investments and property and vehicles and whatnot. So Madison thinks she's getting everything, and come to find out when the will is being read that her mother married without telling her and left everything to the new husband. So she's out in the cold with nothing. No money, no place to live, nothing. So she freaks out, and she goes to speak with a gypsy who is a seer, psychic, whatever you want to call him. And apparently, the book is really funny from right off the bat. I mean, she goes into describing, her childhood, which is funny, the way she delivers it, and she goes into her meetings that she has as an adult with her mother, her luncheons, which is hilarious, and then her boyfriend, which turns out to be a big disaster on the day of her mother's funeral. From page one, you're laughing. It's just very well written. The comedy. The story has a strong, sad, part to it, but it's not the way it's written. It's not intense and depressing. It's on the lighter side. Especially with Madison's personality and how it comes across in the story. So Madison is at a gypsy camp, which gypsies in this story are mortal enemies to Succubus, and or succubi. Ugh, succubi. Urgh. Anyway, they're mortal enemies, and she's so desperate she doesn't care. She's going to go see the gypsy seer. She wants her fortune read, and because she doesn't know what to do. The old woman that she sees doesn't make any sense and keeps telling her to go to some place, and when she's leaving, she ends up having to run because there's a cop there who's looking at her car. Her car, she had her mother's car, and since the will reading, it's no longer hers. It's the husband's. So they're there basically to collect the car from her. And so she goes taking off in the woods, and she runs into this other gypsy, and he offers to help her for a price. And so they run off, and he helps her hide. Basically what she wants to do is she wants to hire this really expensive private investigator to look into the husband, the guy her mother married that she didn't tell her about, and she knows nothing about him. But since she has no money, she has nothing, she has to work a job. She has to work a con, and she has no idea how to because she never listened to her mother's teachings or anything. So she goes off with this gypsy that she just met and she knows nothing about, and he's going to teach her how to be a gold digger and how to swindle this rich dude out of his money. And I mean, I didn't even read the blurb of the book. Just the title and the cover alone had me. I knew it was going to be funny. I knew I was going to like it. And I snatched it right up. And it was pretty damn funny. I really liked it. Madison gets herself into some crazy situations, and some of them are no fault of her own, and some of them are just because she was totally clueless and was spoiled. But Madison does learn. She does learn and grow. So she does come across as a spoiled, princess in the beginning, but as we go through the story, she grows and she learns. So she's very likable, despite how the book starts out. I gave the book 4 fangs. I really, 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 really loved it, and I highly recommend that you get it and read it. If you love paranormal and you love romantic comedies, you will love this book. It is very funny. Very, very, very funny. So, check out Addison Lockwood on Facebook and check out her book on Amazon, A Succubus Guide to Gold Digging. And I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.